Hello, I'm Riley Smith here with Red Brick Road Film Festival, and I'm here with
Devin, Montgomery.
And so today, Devin, I'm going to be asking you a couple questions. And
Okay.
so the first one is for the people who haven't seen your movie, can you give us a quick summary of it?
Yeah, so our movie is called Monsters Within. It's a feature film. A lot have described it as a dark drama recently, but it has elements of horror, thriller involved with it as well. But essentially, it's about my character, Luke Wolf, who is a war veteran, and he travels back to his hometown after a 10-year hiatus, because that's where his sister, who has Down syndrome, is. Now, he's one of those guys that has always kind of run from his problems, never faced them head on. So when he gets back to his hometown, everything kind of catches up to him, and he ends up meeting this character named Lily, who's also running from her own problems. So basically, at the end of the film, it's the two of them combining forces just to face their own monsters.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, what inspired you to create this?
Yeah, so acting is like my main passion. That's what my main focus is. But with 2020, when everything just kind of hit pause, and there was just that big kind of what's going to happen next type of feeling that was going on in the world. So my sister, she in real life does have Down syndrome and special needs. She's my main inspiration in life. So I always kind of wanted to tell a story where it kind of like showcase just that really special bond that her and I have. So I think it was towards the end of 2020, I just kind of randomly had this idea, asked a friend of mine if he wanted to film it, because we weren't doing anything. So we made a short film, and that was 10 minutes, and the initial idea was basically her and I had to face this monster to protect her. So that was a short film. So we went on this festival run in 2021 and 2022, and it was just kind of like a really eye-opening experience of making something for the first time. And it just kind of snowballed into us turning it into a feature film.
That's really cool. Yeah. I've heard about that. And what was the filming process like? Yeah,
so the filming process was first time ever making a feature film. And really for all of our cast and crew. Like we mainly are all actors, which is kind of the interesting thing.
Yeah.
So, but we've all been a part of like feature films, so we've seen that process. But so we just kind of like took what we knew and just tried to do the best that we could. So we started the end of 2022. We got to about half of the film, and then we kind of took a break because, a lot of us had some things going on and stuff, which actually ended up working well because we picked it back up in summer of 2023, which is crazy to think that was only like a year ago almost. But we finished half of it, the last half in 2023, and so whenever I got to the point of kind of that middle where I actually decided to change the story, just because I was editing while we were filming. So I'm glad that I was doing that because I learned a lot through that process.
Yeah. Well, if there was anything different, what would you do?
I think looking back on it, it's like one of those things I'm glad it kind of happened the way that it just because I was able to learn so much doing it. But we are planning on doing another one. So what I learned from that to the next one, I definitely just, a lot of technical type things, a lot of maybe trying to film it much closer together, maybe not take like such a long break. But the one thing that I'll say that I did learn that I'll still kind of try to go with me however long we go is trying to edit while we're filming, because that's where I was able to really see like what works, what doesn't work. So, yep.
Well, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, so I would love to give a big shout out to my sister, Daniela Montgomery. She's the heart and soul of our film, and she hasn't seen it yet, so she's really excited about all the attention we've been getting. But also Curtis Gardner. This could not be done without Curtis Gardner. He was our executive producer. Brendan Stewart, he filmed our film. Kendall Kavner, who plays the lead actress in our movie, did a terrific job. Katie Hayes, Skeeta Jenkins, Samuel French, Chris Bruza, who's actually here right now, but he played a really big part of it too. And really just, there's so many people in Oklahoma that helped us out. So, state of Oklahoma, shout out to you.
Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if somebody wants to watch this, do you have anywhere else that they could watch it?
Yeah, so we just actually, we're October right now, so we just signed with a sales agent, and what we're hoping for is maybe early next year we might end up on a streaming service, or we will be out for like video on demand and things like that. So right now it is considered Monsters Within 2025.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thanks. All right.